Let's go. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Wait, no, Sunday. Happy Sunday. Founding Father says I'm already losing my ass on Cardano. Yes, it's because we are bearish, but you said you're dollar cost averaging down. So just remember, if you're going to dollar cost average down, then just hold. If you're holding it, then just hold. And then the next targets on the downside is 5 cents and 13 cents. So I don't know at what point you're going to get a reversal. It doesn't have to come down to these levels. But yeah, I mean, this is you still have resistance overhead too. So there's no breakout until we break 31 to 40 cents. So if you want to sell it when you get a retracement to 31 to 40 and be done with it, then that's not selling a bottom. So I wish you the best of luck, man. Jason Sinkar for 2 beans, starting out the live stream strong with the super chat. Let's go. Enjoy your analysis and stream BTC to 50K. Let's go. I know. I can't wait to start buying BTC, man. I can't wait to start buying BTC. I really can't. You know, I'm gonna play it smart this time. I don't like the entire bear market last cycle. I dollar cost average into OXT. I dollar cost average into Dogelon. And unfortunately, I didn't get rewarded. I did get punished. Holders did get punished because if coming into crypto, being a new crypto person, buying, OXT, basically whoever bought OXT now and just got into crypto got it in at a better price than I did as a holder for the last 5 years. And a lot of the time, like 99% of the case for all of our coins, everyone in here, is the fact that we did not get rewarded as a holder and we got punished. So I am never ever doing that again. So unfortunately, it's just going to be Bitcoin. We know Bitcoin's going to go up. I don't need $1 million. I'll take a couple $1,000 or multiples of $10,000, and I'll be fine with that. I'm just gonna have to be fine with that. We're gonna play the long game, so that's just how it's gonna be. Gordon says, any thoughts on Arrow? What's up, Keel? Please, Ethereum. And Josh Shank says, can you check Turbo? Ash Ketchum in the chat, welcome. I hope your Pikachu's not evolved into Raichu. Yeah, we added Bitcoin Cash to the watch list because it did get a lot of views and it is getting a lot of views. So yeah, so for Aerodrome, you actually did come back down and retest this area of support, which we have boxed here. So we have boxed between 26, 27 cents, 28 cents. We have resistance overhead at 41 to 53. So we are extremely oversold. We are moving up on the average and the RSI. So given that we get some sort of reversal, just keep in mind this is where traders are going to be taking profits. But if you're holding it, you need to break through these areas of resistance, which in this case is around a 35 to a 68% pump. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Ethereum sucks, but I'll take a look at it. Ethereum is in macro resistance right now. So, Ethereum is in macro support right now. So you actually did come back down and retest 1829, which was critical support. And overhead, I don't need to redraw anything until we break 2261. This is resistance, previous support flipped resistance as of right now. So once we start breaking out of here and invalidating this downtrend, that's when we can start taking a look at the major targets on the upside. But until then, 18, hold your noses, because we're probably going to go back down if we don't get some sort of breakout, probably forming some sort of bear flag temporarily like we did last time, followed by breakdown. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Not financial advice, just my opinion. John says Turbo. We actually made an update on Turbo. Please check out the video that was posted yesterday. But Turbo, so you did land on Turbo here. You did land on support at 3097. So as of right now, for Turbo, you do have resistance overhead at 2014 to 2019. So just keep in mind, we can still come back up to this area of resistance, gets smacked right into it. not break out, and then come back down and make a lower low, validating this downtrend. So you do need to absolutely break out of this downtrend forming and start having some sort of trend reversal. And it's not just retracements with lower highs. So on the macro time frame though, as long as we are in this downtrend, I would put the bottom for turbo around 3020 to 3050, which is a really big capitulation from the current price. So just be careful. Ash Ketchum says BCH holding up. What's up, Smash Toshi? Welcome to the beginning of the live stream. Kyo says, please Doge. You're welcome. And also, we did make an update video last night and yesterday morning because it's on the watch list, but also last night. So, like we said yesterday, you did hit resistance here. We had resistance between 11 and 13 cents. So let's actually look at the video and then I kind of got to show you that we make weekly update videos on Doge, and the chart is playing out. So I'm curious what I said about Doge. So give me a second. Doge 12 hours ago. Let's see. Look at Dogecoin on the live stream. So congratulations to whoever bought this dip. Be careful. We're having some sort of retracement right now. We are in resistance technically between 11 cents to 13 cents. So we have this box. So this is resistance, meaning we can still come up here, validate this downtrend, make a lower high, and then come back down and retest this low. So right now, if you're holding it, then price to beat would be 13 cents 46. And then once that breaks, then we could start taking a look at the targets on the upside. However, we could still get stuck here, and if we do, then at that point we can argue for some sort of uptrend or higher low forming. That would be our best bet, and then we could just have to take a look at it at that point. But so far so good. So as a trader, congratulations, you're taking profits here. If you bought the dip, that is around a 43% pump. So wow, look at that. I agree with everything he says. So we did get rejected. So as of right now, you can argue for an uptrend forming. So you need to create a higher low. At least that's like the very least that I can do, but you did come up and you did get stuck at resistance, unfortunately. So you do need to create a higher low here and then start forming some sort of uptrend, which once we do turn bullish, eventually break out of this resistance. So I hope that made sense. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Maxie's the punk. Welcome to the live stream. Hey, what's up? Pepe chart, please. Pepe. Yeah, so Pepe did actually hit resistance. So we had resistance here drawn in the 50s. So unfortunately, you did come up. You did make a lower high. I guess the same thing it can be said with Pepe than with Doge, because you're coming over here and making a lower high. So I guess you could argue for a higher low forming in some sort of uptrend, which will eventually get you to break out of 5052, which does coincide also with this downtrend. So you have a lot of resistance to break overhead, right, with the first one being 52, and which you already tagged right now. You're not extremely overbought. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go all the way up to overbought, but just keep in mind you are over the neutral area, so you could still have some gas in the tank. But again, you have long ways to go to invalidate this downtrend forming. So in order for it not to just be a retracement and getting stuck at resistance, you need to see some sort of continuation and a price action breaking, first and foremost, 5052. But congratulations if you bought here. Just be careful for anybody that's looking into buying now, because you might have some sort of correction at that point, hopefully putting in a higher low and validating some sort of uptrend forming. But that's pretty much it for Pepe. Not financial advice, just my opinion. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you coming by, man. Wow, up 82% in the last week. What the heck is this? Humanity Protocol. How's Pippin doing? Pippin looks like it's having some sort of breakout. What do you think the correction is? Well, if we're in a bear market, you're probably going to come down and make a lower low. At that point, 5031 needs to hold. And then I'd say, yeah, a lot of downside potential. But in the shorter time frame, that correction, in my opinion, is going to be 42 to 55, which technically you're on, so you do need to get a bounce from here. And then the next area would be, in the next shot at the bottom would be 34 to 37. So you can come back. So it's really bullish in the shorter time frame if you do get some sort of bounce here, which is what you really want to see. However, if you do break this area, then you're looking at a bigger correction, and this is on the shorter time frame. So if you're trying to accumulate, and if you have your coins, in my opinion, if I had Pepe, I would just hold it and then wait for that next lower low, because either I make it what I have, or I get to buy for a lot cheaper than what it is, instead of assuming that you're going to make a higher low, because that's not even guaranteed. So I would put it at very bullish over 42 to 45, which you already sitting on right now. And then if this breaks, then a bigger breakdown back down to 37 to 34. So I would say then over here, you still have a shot at a bottom at forming some sort of uptrend and some sort of channel to invalidate this downtrend. So that's what I think. Not financial advice, just my opinion, sir. It made a lower high on the daily. Yeah, I know. You're just in this downtrend right now. You're making lower highs. You're getting stuck at resistance over and over again. So that's bullish case scenario. If we're in a bear market, you're going to come back down and make a lower low from 5031, because you're just making lower highs and lower lows. Silver Days is in the chat. Welcome. Welcome, Silver Days. Thank you so much for the mod and the membership. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. We got 19 votes in. Coming in pretty close. We got 53 of the chat thinks we are bearish, and we're going back down to 43,000 BTC. I know a lot of people think that's impossible, but a lot also remember that a while ago in our stream, we had a couple people coming in here saying that it was impossible for BTC to break below $80,000 to $90,000, and we don't see those people anymore. So just FYI, the next target for BTC would be around 43,000, 43,000, 58 being the 200-day moving average, and then getting that capitulation for that final move, which I can't wait, because then I'll actually be able to get into BTC. Let's see, and even 43,000, a tenth of a BTC is going to be $4,000, so that's not bad. I'll take that all day long. Because what's the worst case, right? You put it in a meme coin, it goes down 90%. You put it in Bitcoin, it goes down to 20,000. Do you know how many people would buy 20,000? So, okay, my account temporarily goes down $2,000, but at least I know I'm in Bitcoin and I know it's going to go back up. So, there you have it. Yo, free lightning for 3 beans. Says gratitude. Thank you so much for the $3. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you for the super chat, man. I really appreciate that. And I think Swiftcoin, right? You gotta put me to work for it. I feel like I have to do something for that, So for Swiftcoin, nothing's changed. Nothing's changed right now for Swiftcoin. You saw resistance overhead at 2057 to 2085. So you're looking at another 37 to 130%. Keep in mind, very important here. This is resistance. It does coincide with this downtrend, so you do need to get a break out from this area and for any sort of continuation and reversal. If you don't, you're just coming up here making a lower high. I'd argue the same thing as far as 1 cent 30. Sorry, 1 cent 60. So you have a lot of resistance overhead right now for Swiftcoin, unfortunately. And let me know if there's anything else you need me to look at for you. I know you always ask for BTC, so nothing's really changed with BTC right now. We are clearly getting stuck between 67 and 72,000, so there's really nothing to talk about. Excuse me. Whoa. Oh man, I hope I don't have hiccups right now. So right now, we have to wait to see the trajectory. It's just consolidating in resistance. which isn't a bad sign. At least you're not sitting at the lows. Overhead, you have resistance at 72,000. That's gonna confirm breaking and having price action stay over that level is going to confirm a continuation to 81. And then a break below 67 opens up the opportunity for that capitulation, breaking through 60,000 and back down to $43,000. A lot of people are like, oh my God, it's never going to happen. Well, you clearly don't understand crypto. So that's that's where I think it's headed, maybe even lower. So we're just going to have to wait and see. And that's it. And again, that's super good for me because if I buy 0.1 BTC, that's $4,300. How much lower can it actually go? Like, even if it goes down 50%, we experience that kind of volatility with meme coins all along, or altcoins all along. So I'm fine with holding that temporarily because I know that at least that 4,300 at least is going to be worth 12K at some point, because every single time in every single cycle we break the previous all-time highs. So thank you, Meow. Any videos with Dogelon? I know you made a video recently. Dude, Dogelon, I have another couple months and then I'm out, man, because I need the money to buy BTC with. So nothing's changed with Dogelon Mars. I guess I could make a video, but we just made a video yesterday. So yeah, nothing has really happened with it. So nothing's changed with Dogelon Mars right now. We are just still waiting to get this breakout. We have resistance overhead at 7043 to 57. So just keep in mind, we can go back up to these levels, get stuck, come back down. Once this breaks, I mean, this is on the shorter time frame anyway. We have a lot of resistance overhead. So the next area would be 59, which coincides with the 382 here, and then 95. And then from there, once we break that, then we could take a look at the macro time frame. But right now, there's really no point in doing that because we are so bearish with Dogelon. Early live today, yeah. Hey, what do you guys? How do you guys feel about live streaming? About going live at 6 a.m. Would you guys still come? So that's 6 a.m. West Coast time, and then that would be 9 a.m. East Coast time on the weekdays instead of 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, because at that point it's like very exhausting. You go through a full day of work and you're exhausted. So my thought is, why don't I just get my live stream done in the morning at like it would have to be 6 a.m. So get my live stream over with at 6 a.m. and then go to work basically. That would mean that I would have to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning, which typically I wake up at 6 a.m. anyway. So I would just have to wake up an hour earlier and be live exactly at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So, which would again be 9 a.m. East Coast time. I'll try it out. I don't know when I'll start, but obviously I'll give you guys plenty of time before I start. Pippin to the moon. Yeah, Pippin's doing pretty good. Zebik, please. Silver Day says Zebik. Yeah, so Zebik, same with Zebik, right? You just need to break 28 to 33 on the upside, and then you already tagged macro support down here. So like we said before, once you break that area of support, the 23632, the next macro area support is going to be down here. So technically you came down, whether we have a deeper correction or not in a lower low, I don't know. But given that we at least stay over this box, once we turn bullish, you'll have another opportunity to break the resistance overhead, which you already attempted to at 2028 to 33. So once you break that to the moon, you don't want to make lower highs on the chart because you're just going to be validating this downtrend, and you will go back down in somewhere in this area of support. So Gaiman, welcome. Are you still making content? Let's see. Oh, never mind. I thought you were someone else. I thought you were making gaming content. Sorry. I mistook you for someone else. OLED says earlier the better. I'll be working, but I can tune in. I just won't be mindful of the chat as much. I'm cool with anything. I will let you know. Because that's a pretty big lifestyle change. To wake up at 5 a.m. every single morning, do my live stream super early in the morning, and then that way, yeah. But we'll see. Swiftcoin. So, sir, we just did a Swiftcoin update video yesterday, so please go check out and we just also looked at it already, so we're not going to look at it again. But thank you so much for coming by. Definitely check out the video. Mubarak coin to the moon. What are you talking about? It's down like 10%. Oh, I guess it kind of did moon, right? Yeah, 27%. I mean, it is down a lot. No, I need the coin to at least be up like 100%. Wow, is Bitcoin actually going down right now? What is Uniswap doing? Yeah, Uniswap is also breaking down. I knew it would break down. That's why I didn't buy it. Because they came out with the news as it got a temporary pump. It got a temporary pump. And now we're probably gonna get sold off. I want to say the next target that I would personally be interested in Uniswap at would be, yeah, if it comes back down to $3, I think that's a no-brainer. Because or if it makes a lower high, yeah. So if it creates some sort of bullish divergence where it actually comes back down to 264 and creates a higher low on the RSI, that's when I would buy it. And I don't even want to buy this, but I've been keeping my eyes on Uniswap because of the BlackRock partnership. That's crazy. I don't know if you guys understand the level of BlackRock getting into DeFi and using Uniswap. Do you know how crazy that is? Game says, I used to got to get back into streaming my videos or so up on my channel. I just use this account to be in the chats. Got it. Okay. Yeah, because don't you have like a whole bunch of you have a whole bunch of subscribers. You have like 100,000 subscribers, man. And with that being said, let me go get some water. I'll be right back. The whole market tanked. Pepe tanked. Is Pepe going down? I mean, it didn't really tank, right? It's just, I guess, damn, that's like 10% though. Imagine just buying the top. Yeah, you did full on get rejected. It's just crazy, like how these moves are literally 11%. It's just 11%, bam, gone. But it did go up 43%. What a retracement though. Wait, that's me. I only have like 100. Okay, I'm mistaking you for someone else. They have like you guys have similar names. Yeah, Pepe's dude. The entire market's going down right now. What's going on? I guess the bears in the chat were correct. Yeah, people always underestimate the bear market, man. The bear market is brutal. Just when you think it's bottomed out, it goes lower. Just when you buy during the bear market and it goes up a little bit and you don't sell, the market takes it right back. It's just brutal. We're probably gonna draw some sort of gnarly red candle, maybe. That would be pretty cool to see. Unfortunate, but cool. What can we look at? Yeah, mixed finance is down 18% in the last 24 hours. Wow. What happened with this? Yeah, what the heck happened with this, man? It's probably going to be another Mantra. Whatever happened to Mantra? Is this still alive or no? No, it's dead. Look at what happened to Mantra, guys. Like, that's a gnarly candle. Look at this. 93% candle, guys, in one day. That means that instantly your $1,000 vaporized to $70. If that's not a scam, I don't know what is, man. This is brutal. I don't think it's ever going to recover. Fernando, welcome to the 28-minute mark of the live stream. Welcome. We're just looking at absolutely not. We're looking at Bitcoin going down right now. So let's see if there's any world news that I can just read as like a teleprompter. World news today. 2 hours ago. No, that's not 11 killed. Okay. Let's see. It's just like war news, unfortunately. Yeah. Maxie's a Punk says, you're right about what? Just jonesing? What's up, man? How are you? Damn, I need to get my nose waxed. It's about that time. These hairs are like coming straight out. It's so irritating. Oh, why don't you just get a nose trimmer? I love it. I can't wait. I can't wait to read the chat. I can't wait to read the chat. Let's see. We need price action always going down. I mean, yeah, but also it was always going up when it was bullish. I mean, Dogecoin had a monster run, right? The only thing is that if you ended up buying it at the top, that's the only reason why it feels like it feels bad, because we have been going down. We have been going down since it topped in November 2024. So really, whoever bought during the bear market in 2023 had the opportunity to sell for like a 750% pump, given that they knew that that was the top. So rest in peace, 2026 bull market, February 14th through 15th. Yep. It was just a retracement, right? It wasn't some sort of like, it wasn't some sort of, oh, we're going to the moon. It was just some sort of retracement. That's it. It's just super bearish, man. Excuse me. Take a look at space. Space what? Space Mountain? Space coin. Oh my god, this thing's nuking. Wow. Dude, look at this. Yo, Aloe, please don't tell me you bought this coin. No, I'm just joking. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, you had a 618 retracement, and then you made a lower high, so this thing's probably cooked. Yeah, you're probably cooked. This thing's probably coming all the way back down. Are they releasing a ton of coins? Yeah, they are. Look at that. They haven't even started. So this coin just came out, and they haven't even started releasing coins yet. So they're pumping to get everybody excited for it, and then they're going to use those people as exit liquidity. We'll see. We'll see if the coin lasts. Mohammed says, hey, bro, I hope you're doing good. It's a good question in the poll. Do you think it could be a relief rally before getting another leg down or just a leg down? Well, that's a good question. So like I said before, I think that the price action is going to determine the trajectory. So basically, the second we break below 67,670, I do think that 60,000 target becomes live, and then once we break 72,000, the next higher high and the next target on the upside would be 81. The fact that we're still consolidating in this area of resistance, I don't know which way it's going to go because it's anybody's game right now. Eric says, what do you think of Plume? Joan says BTC went up and didn't rotate into alts. We got played. Bartizan says, bless you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Aloe says, I expected it to at least last until Tuesday. Nope, you already know how the bear market works, man. Everyone gets excited, and then bam, they pull the rug. Bartizan says, they have 3 satellites in orbit, and they are going to be a decentralized air internet provider. Who? Are we back? Are we back? Let's see. Plume. What do I think about Plume? I think this chart is horrible. I think that if you're buying Plume, you're gambling. I think you have high hopes for it to go back up to this all-time high, which is around, I mean, you're not wrong. It's around over a 20x, but a coin that looks like this, you're just hoping for a retracement. So just don't get stuck holding the bag. Obviously, you got to do what's best for you, and if you're holding it, I hope it goes to the moon, but just keep in mind, you might get small retracements here and there, and you have resistance at 2 cents to 3 cents 20. So that's around a 84 to 200% pump from the current price. So once it starts breaking that, then congratulations, you're getting a breakout to 7 cents. However, you could still get stuck at any of these levels and then come back down, make a lower low, like you have been doing. And then as far as the tokenomics goes, yeah, they're releasing coins, so it is inflationary. So that probably explains why the coin's going down. So just be careful with it. Space coin. Oh, interesting. So who's going to take care of all the space debris and space junk that's in our orbit? Real world use case. I love it. I love it. Yes, OXT also had a real case So does BAT. What's going on with BAT? It's not doing anything. Look at this. This coin is actually not doing anything, man. BAT has real use case, and it's back down to the 2019 bear market lows. Joan says nothing will go up. The sentiment is so weak. Retail has no interest. Yeah, because retail is probably like, hey, retail probably found out that it's just a bunch of Ponzi. It's just a giant Ponzi scheme. If you don't get in early, you're the exit liquidity. So that's why it's like, oh, let's just buy Bitcoin, and let's just buy Bitcoin. Because at least you have a chance. With the halving and then with mass adoption, I don't think people are going to let this fail. They'll just buy more. Let's look at the trending coins. Bitcoin's trending. Wow, XRP, Ethereum, Warden, Picoin. Picoin, giant scam. Giant farm. Solana's probably going back down to $17. Yeah, Pippin is doing pretty good. Pippin looks like it wants to have some sort of breakout. Yeah, we're still waiting for this breakout right now for Pippin. So $2.78 is the next target on the upside. So we'll see if that happens. Would you be shocked if BTC... Would you be shocked if we hit 100,000 this year? Yeah, I would be. I would be very shocked if BTC hit 100,000 when I'm over here saying that we're probably headed to $43,000. So... Save your money. Save your money. So what happened with official Trump coin? Damn. Look at that. If you bought the top, which I'm hoping nobody did, you're down 96%. It's horrible. Whatever happened to Hopper? Yeah, this coin. This is or like DVPN. Sentinel. This one. Yeah, wow. So Sentinel Signal has changed from DVPN to P2P. Okay. So coin's still not doing anything. So VPNs are not the hottest commodity as far as utility goes. Who would have guessed? All right, let's see. Eric says, no, not going to happen. Bear market is upon us. Keith Wallace says, going to do another 20 to 40K into Doge, dogging me right now. As long as it's at 301 and lower, easy, free money. Yo. Tripling, doubling, quadrupling down on dogging me. Sorry, Toshi. Yeah, so just be careful with Toshi because... Yeah, the next major area of support for Toshi, which is I think where you got 3001. It would be under 3001. Major area of support for Toshi is 3015. And then you already technically came back and retested resistance here on the shorter time frame. So right now it's basically stuck between a rock and a hard place, which is funny. I don't think I've ever used that. Anyway, so you already came up and got stuck at resistance, and you did get rejected. So next major area of resistance is on the downside. Support is 3015 for dogging me. So sorry, Toshi. I don't know why I keep saying dogging me. I guess what's going on with the dogging me? Oh yeah, it's not doing anything. So yeah, if you're buying at 301, yeah, then you'd be buying at the previous low. I don't know, man. What is that going to make the market cap? So it's 93 million. So what is that? Dude, that's a huge drop. You're looking at least another, what, 50% drop. So 45 million market cap. Yeah, that would be brutal. I don't know if that's going to happen. But if it does, good luck. What do I think about 88 and its recent bounce? It's just a retracement. So there's a difference between a continuation and a reversal, and then just a retracement. Because a retracement is just a nice little bounce. But you make a lower high and you validate an overall structure that's a downtrend. But a breakout, it typically, you'll see a trend reversal. And yeah, an invalidation of the downtrend forming. Your money is nowhere safe in crypto. Yeah, exactly. I think the only argument is Bitcoin, because I know that even if I buy $68,000 Bitcoin, I know that if it goes down to 48,000 or 38,000, I know that at some point in the next 3 years, it'll come back up to 68,000 and I'll actually make money. I know that at some point it will actually go back up to. It'll go back up to 124,000. The reason why I haven't bought a lot yet is because I'm not rich. So I got to get in for as cheap as possible. So I want to get in for as cheap as possible. I want to sell during the next bull run and get some money back from this horrible cycle, and then do the same thing for the future cycles. So I'm playing the extremely long game right now. So we got 32 bogeys in the chat. If you haven't voted on the poll, please go vote on the poll. Let me know if you are bullish or bearish. We got 54% of the chat thinks that we are bearish. 46% of the chat thinks that we are bullish. So the bears are in control as of right now. Are we getting subscribers? Let's see. Let's see if we're getting some subscribers. Yeah, we are getting subscribers. Let's go. We are 75 away from... Yeah, we are 75 subscribers away from 9,000. That would be cool if I just stay live today all the way until I get it. Let's go. Yes, keyword is some point. Yeah, at some point, exactly. So at some point I'll make my money back, but again, I'm not rich, so I'm gonna use my own TA and show you guys, hey, here's where I'm buying, and then I'm gonna like pull it up on Robinhood and buy, and then at some point even if we dip a little bit more, I know that I'll be buying some sort of bottom or close to it. So that when we start going up, I'll be like, okay, so I could just let it ride. And then when I think that the bear market started again, I could just sell and take that money and then do the same thing again. And then make content with it. But I'm not touching altcoins anymore. That's not happening. So people still hyping coins. It's crazy. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, dude, we're just going to be making lower highs. So traders are going to be taking profits. Crying says, oh my God, live again, so close to 9K. I know, we are so close. We always show this just in case. I got to also say, If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe and help me get to my dream of getting to 9,000 subscribers today. That would be great. Anyway, yeah. So crying, did you were like, oh my God, Uniswap is up. Uniswap is up. Well, is it up now? So I was right. Yeah, it's down now. So I was right. So congratulations. Like, you got to listen to me. There's a reason why I didn't buy it. I think, what did I say? I think that with Uniswap, this is going to be, and this is where I'm going to call you and be like, hey, this is a strong point. Because look, for Uniswap, if we see price action, and again, this is like, I don't know if it's going to go down this low, but if it does, then we'd be buying a bottom, in my opinion. Because if we get some sort of major capitulation here, the price is going to make a lower high. The next area of support is $2.64 for Uniswap. And then with the RSI, you're going to be making a higher low. There's no way it's going to come back down to zero, okay? So you're going to be creating a bullish divergence. If you don't know what that means, then just Google it or ChatGPT it. You're going to be creating, in my opinion, you're going to be creating a bullish divergence given that you put in a generational bottom and all-time lows for Uniswap. And that would be theoretically the perfect opportunity to get into Uniswap, is around $2.64. You don't need to time it. Maybe it comes down to 280 or 275 again, but at least you'd be buying close to the bottom, in my opinion. So that's when I'm going to be like, hey, whoa, hey, Cranks. There we go. Hey, Cranks, just definitely look into Uniswap now. Boulder says, what's up, Crypto Meow Analysis? We still buying BTC? I hope BTC. Yeah, we are. Well, I'm waiting, but yeah, the game plan is buying BTC, and the game plan is getting to 9,000 subscribers. So we shall see. Yeah, man, we go live every day, Cryings. So every day since December 1st, we've been going live. So we are trying to get to, I'm trying to make this plaque live. I've got a guaranteed coin. Ding, 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 ding. I've got a guaranteed coin. It's called Blackjack. You put all your money on one hand. It's 50-50. You gotta you double your money, dude. I'm not touching blackjack, man. I haven't played blackjack in, I haven't played blackjack since I remember, because I lost money and I felt bad, and I never want to feel like that again. So it was actually I remember it was let me see. I can actually tell you exactly when it was, because I have it just as a reminder. I know that's crazy, but that's kind of crazy, isn't it? I don't care. I can't. Ooh, I almost cussed. I don't care. Let me see. Oh, why don't you just play blackjack? No. It was May. Hold on. It was May 31st of 2025. May 31st of 2025 is the last time I played blackjack, and I haven't played blackjack since. Never again. Never. I'm not touching that. I could win $1 million. I could become super rich. I'm never touching that. My sanity and my feelings are way more important than the game. Never again. Let's see. 26 going once, going twice. It's all good. Can you look at frame Mog? What is that? Boulder says, I jumped ship with DGen, took my loss. Hey, you got to do what's best for you, man. At some point, you just have to realize that your coin is unfortunately your coin's not doing anything. And that's what I did with OXT. So I completely understand. It's not, you didn't do anything wrong. It's just you dollar cost average into the wrong coin. It's not your fault. We all did it. So don't even look back at this. If you're done with it, just don't look back and just be done with it. And I hope nothing but the best for you, man. Fernando says, can we look at FrameMog? Is that a meme coin? Bartizan says, don't fade Caspa. I'm telling you, build a small bag next to your Bitcoin. I'm not touching any. Bartizan, you have to understand, I'm not touching any coin but Bitcoin. I don't care how good. I'm putting all my capital in Bitcoin and that's it. So if you watch the Bitcoin, if you watch the channel video, like the channel introduction video, I explain it. This channel, like with me, I'm only going to be a Bitcoin maxi and I'm only going to be buying BTC and that's it. All my capital is going to go into BTC and that's it. So I don't care how good a coin comes out. I don't care how good the tokenomics is. It's fine. I'm only going to do BTC and that's it. Free Lightning says, Meow, will you be doing another drawing giveaway this year? Yeah, I haven't done that in a while actually. You should when you hit 100K subscribers. What am I going to give them though? Like, should I just do a Bitcoin giveaway? Like $100 worth of BTC? That's not bad. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do another giveaway. I'll do giveaway for members. I'll do another member giveaway because that's how it was last time. So I'll put a wheel on, and you remember last time with Dojo on Mars, that's what we did. So I think it's just going to be a Bitcoin giveaway. So all members will be put in a wheel, and then I'll spin it online, like on the video on the live stream, and make a video on it, and winner gets $100 worth of BTC. And I just have to get with the winner to have them send me their, and they have to be present in the chat. So yeah, I'll do that. It's going to fail? I don't think so. Fernando says, yes, it looks like it might pump. Is it a meme coin? You said, what was it? What did you say? FrameMog? This doesn't look bad. Yeah, this doesn't look bad. I mean, it's a $469,000 market cap. So, I mean, you have opportunity. You have 203 on the upside and that higher high, which is around another 5x from the current price, putting it at 2.5 million. But it's just a high risk, high reward. So I hope it does break out. But right now you're making lower highs. So you need to invalidate that exactly like what you did here. And you eventually broke out of it. So you need to do the same thing here. Free Lightning says, that's a good idea, members only. Yeah, we did that last time too. Bitcoin already failed to do what it was designed to do, but okay, just a matter of time before it breaks and people lose everything. Well, thank God I'm not putting all my money, thank God I'm not just going to have my savings in Bitcoin. It's a portion of my, net worth or whatever. So you never want to put money into the crypto market that, you want to put money that you're willing to lose. So, it's like 10%. Some people invest 10% in their crypto. Some people invest 20% of their portfolio into crypto. So, it's not like I'm investing 100% of my portfolio into BTC, but as far as crypto goes, 100% of my allocation into crypto is going to be BTC. So it's okay if it fails. We'll see. What about SHX? Why are you not on altcoins? Because dollar cost averaging altcoins is not the right way to do it. Because we know for sure Bitcoin's going to go up, but altcoins just bleed, and we heavily rely on dominance dropping for BTC and a lot of things that are just out of their control. All these utility coins can have the best tokenomics, the best partnerships, and unfortunately, if Bitcoin goes down everything goes down with it. So there's really no point in buying anything other than BTC. Yeah, stronghold right now. So the next major area of support for BTC is going to be, for SHX is going to be 2048. And then you're just stuck in a downtrend right now. So you do need to get a breakout instead of a retracement. Retracement and area of resistance for SHX is going to be around 2085 to around 1 cent. So just keep in mind, you could still come back up to this level and get stuck and then come back down, make a lower low. Yeah, lower high and lower low. So not financial advice, just my opinion. Are we getting any more subscribers? No, we are not, but it's okay. Yeah, but you bought Caspa, and Caspa, look how Caspa is performing right now. I mean, Caspa is down 84% from its all-time high when BTC is down 46%. And then looking at Caspa BTC pairing, it looks like Caspa is losing value to BTC. So why would I buy this? If it's fundamentally better, it can be better. But like, you're just waiting for Bitcoin to go to zero, which is never going to happen. And you're just hoping that Caspa is going to be the next BTC. So I just don't see that happening. But I mean, to each their own. I hope, if that's your play, then that's your play. But I'm not going to get into that play. I'm only going to do BTC. Yes, we need 74 more subscribers. Have you done Zcash today? Yeah, I haven't, but we could take a look at Zcash. Yeah, so Zcash had support at 203, and now you're getting a bounce. You did actually tag that perfectly. RSI is extremely oversold. Keep in mind for Zcash, you are getting stuck at resistance. So this is resistance. You do need to break this area of resistance for any sort of continuation. This isn't good because you're making a lower high and you're getting stuck already. So like what I said with BTC, you're going to consolidate sideways is your best bet, staying over 260 and eventually breaking out of this downtrend. However, looking back, if you do break down, then 203 needs to hold. If that doesn't hold, you're looking at a bigger capitulation back down. No financial advice, just my opinion. Yeah, Maxi, he hasn't been live, so of course. He hasn't been live in like over a month. So of course. Yeah, hey, Bartizan, I really hope it ends up working out for you with Caspa. I hope your coin goes up, so I'm just hoping to have you hope that my coin goes up, Yeah, but in that logic, Bartizan, then look at Shiba Inu. So are you telling me that Shiba Inu is better than BTC just because it did like 1,000,000x? Of course, it came out and then it got pumped to oblivion. So it's up like 189 million%. So that doesn't really matter. What matters is SHIB BTC chart, because it's like, okay, well, now what's happening? Oh, now I'm losing money. If I'm holding this coin, I am losing money as opposed to having BTC, right? So that really does matter. I will agree with Meow. It's a bear market for 5 more months. I don't know if it's 5 more months, but I think we're bearish. I'm hoping that it goes down below 60K, because then I could come in here and be like, hey, I started buying BTC. I feel comfortable buying 0.1 BTC, like starting 43K, because that's like $4,000. Because really, how much lower can it go from 43K if it does? It has to be a black swan event. And even if it goes down 50% at that point, I'm only down, $2,000 at that point, which is still a lot of money. But I know at some point it's going to come back up, and that $4,000 will be $12,000 because we're going to go back up to the previous all-time high. So I'm just hoping it just eventually like hurries up and goes down where I can get in and I can start making content with it. Like, oh, hey, I have 0.1 BTC now. Yippee. Please check XRP. We just made an XRP video yesterday, but I'll take a look again. We will eventually bottom by summer. %, we are going below 60K. I think so. I think 45K to 50K is the bottom. Yeah, so I think here I'll show you what I think actually, because it's just like obviously nobody knows, but I'm using previous cycle data. Okay, so I'm using the 200-day moving, the 200-day moving average. So in the 2015 cycle, we broke it and we actually had a capitulation and it was around 30%. Okay. In 2020, we had the same thing. We actually came down to the 200-day moving average, which that's when I think I want to start, but I'm not going to go all in. And then you actually broke down and had some, this was a COVID drop. There's always some sort of event. And this was around 27-30%. Okay. Even back here in the 2022 cycle, once you broke the 200-day moving average, and this time it happened a lot faster, that was around 31%. So right now, the 200-day moving average is $58,000. So at some point, I do think we are going to go down to that level. And then 30% from there is going to be around $40,000. Okay. And then obviously we have support here at 43,000, which is the next major area support. So that's theoretically when I want to start buying a lot of BTC. And if we go lower, then it's just gravy on top. There's obviously a black swan, and we're getting in at generational bottoms. So I agree. I think it's going to be around there. If you're holding long term, then yes, Shiba outperform. No, dude. No. Yes, but like that's not how it works. So Shiba is eventually one day just going to go to zero. A lot of these coins are just going to go to zero one day. They're all going to make lower highs. They're all going to get people stuck back in, but eventually these coins with absolutely no utility or real world case are just going to end up dying. Look at what happened with the 2011 coins. Basically, nothing carried their gains. 90% of the coins are dead. I think. Oh yeah. Also, Shiba is down 50% from launch. Shiba when it launched, it was at zero market cap. Kaspa is still up 17,000 from launch. Shiba is up way more than Kaspa. Yeah, by that logic, it's like, oh, why don't I just buy Shiba Inu? Are we getting any more subscribers? Any more subscribers in the chat? We have like 40 people in here. Anyone want to care to hit the subscribe button? See, I feel like it's just a revolving door. There are a lot of people that come, so I have to always sit here and be like, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. And then that way, when people come through that door, they can hear that. SHIB is a 4 billion market cap versus Kaspa because they were promised. Because they were pre-mined or VC-backed garbage, it absolutely is not. All right, let's check. We got 51 votes in. 57% of the chat is bearish. We got 81,000. We got 43% of the chat is bullish. So the bears are leading. So let's see what happens. We will see what happens. All right, let's stop looking at that. What is this, Mushu? Oh my gosh, like what is this, man? So technically this is outperforming everything too because it's up 491,000%. So by that logic, it's like, oh, I should buy this because it's outperforming Bitcoin. Caspa's down horrible. Caspa will leave top 100 soon. Caspa is up 17,000 from launch 4 years ago. How's it horrible? Because you have short-term outlook. Caspa is down 95%, but in this cycle. I mean, honestly, this is just going to be one of those cases where we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Because, I don't know what's going to happen. We have our targets and we're just waiting for a breakout right now. So we don't really know where it's headed. And we're just going to have to wait and see. I mean, I like the fundamentals. I read up on it. I do like Caspa, but I'm not buying, just like I say every single time, I'm not buying anything but BTC next cycle. My channel is going to be a BTC maxi. So I want to be known as, oh, hey, that guy only has Bitcoin because Bitcoin is king. You see that logo? Do you see that logo? He has the cat, I guess you can't see it because the light's on, but you see that logo? That logo has a Bitcoin in his crown and a Bitcoin chain next to the cigar. It doesn't have Caspa logo, or it doesn't have like meme coins. It doesn't have Shiba Inu, okay? It has Bitcoin, so. Ooh. Anybody play Magic? Anybody in Commander? Anybody play Magic or Commander? No one plays Commander. I'm about to go play today in a couple hours. So stop the live stream, eat something, and then go play some Magic. Will Caspa go up? I think so. Yes, but not as much as Pepe or Shib. Also, only 85%. Is it down only 85%? Here, let's see right now. Let me measure it right now. Let's put it at rest. Caspa's down 85% from 84.81. So yeah. I guess, I mean, if you want to call this low, it went down 88%. Or, I mean, technically this sell off 95%. But yeah, right now it's down 85%. Only 85%, yeah. Yeah, I guess he does have a point because he's saying that Caspa's up so much, but yeah, sure, it might be down, but like a lot of coins, 90% of the coins didn't even have this. It's just this part of the chart. So 90% of the coins that are out there just have this part of the chart and they're down 90%. But the fact that Caspa's already up 17,000%, I see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. Josh Hex has Magic Arena. No, I play like with actual physical cardboard in my hand. I've completed a Magic the Gathering Sliver playing deck. Someone told me a year ago it's worth more than my house. What's a sliver deck? Let's see. Is that a commander deck? MTG sliver deck? No, it's not worth more than your house. Are you talking about like... Are you talking about this? Sliver Swarm? Oh man, at least he's not coming at my throat. Let's see. As a fair launch project, it almost made it to the top 20 and crossed over $4 billion. Pepe was 11 billion market cap. Like I said, Caspa has nothing to offer. Pepe isn't a fair launch project. You're an idiot. You keep thinking fair launch matters. Caspa has nothing to offer. Caspa is the end game. This whole space, it can do what Bitcoin set out to do and failed to do. All right, you guys, let's not get out of hand. Let's not get out of hand here. It's fine, dude. Hey, Bartizan, like you're entitled to your own opinions, and Maxi's entitled to his own opinions, but it doesn't matter. There's really no point in arguing because you guys have different views on it. So there's actually no point. He's not going to ever like Caspa, and you're always going to like Caspa, so there's really no point. I don't know, he said this Black Lotus card I have in there is a true gem. Damn, you have a Black Lotus, dude? You know those things are actually like worth a house, right? Yeah. I mean, it just depends. If you need to get it graded, because is it in good condition? If it's in good condition and if you have it graded, then yeah, it's like $500,000, man. But if it's just a standalone, and it also depends on what version you have, if you have alpha or not, but 2003, I don't know if that's alpha or the reprint, but still, it might still be worth like over 10 grand. So that is a lot of money, so. But yeah, if you have an original alpha Black Lotus and you actually get it graded and it comes out a decent grade, then you're looking at like $500,000 or more in collectible. Collectors definitely want that. He's married to his Caspa back. Caspa will dump another 50%. Wait until that happens. He'll be crying by next month. Rug pulls galore. Are you messing with me? 500K? Yeah, all mine are hard plastic covers from back in the day. Yeah, yeah, seriously, Keith Wallace, if you still have that, it's like more than it's like 500K if you have like if you get it graded and if it's really the Black Lotus I'm thinking about. Man, we are really going down, huh? Wow. Yeah, let me see if I can find one. Black Lotus MTG graded. Yeah, do you have the black? Is yours black bordered or is it white bordered? Does yours have white on it or black? Gold borders. PSA 10, but those are so rare. Yeah, are you kidding me? That's crazy. That's insane, man. Bartizan says, that used me as liquidity too. I remember my first spear. Wait, what happened? Oh. Oh, here goes Trump live about Iran. Oh, let's watch that. Let's watch it, guys. Let's see what happens to the market.
Blue cities are the cities that are unsafe. So we have to protect our law enforcement.
Is this live?
Well, we have a very good relationship with the president of Venezuela. As you know, we're working together very closely. We have our big oil companies going in. They're going to be taking out the oil and selling the oil for a lot of money, and Venezuela is going to get a big part of that money. And the relationship we have right now with Venezuela is, I would say, a 10. And the biggest beneficiary will be the
Is this not live? Why is this not live?
On Venezuela,
Let me see. No, that was today, or was it yesterday? Let me see. I don't know. Trump signing an Iran bill. Trump needs to go to sleep. Wow, we got more bearish. We got more bearishness in the chat instead of bullish. Wow. Is Bitcoin? You said Bitcoin dominance is going up? No, it's not. It's at 59%. What a joke. 59% BTC dominance. Is Ethereum dominance ever going to go up? Nope. Yeah, Ethereum is dead, man. I mean, even ETH BTC is garbage. Yeah. Yeah, this thing's gonna look like a giant hill, man. ETH sucks. Uh, 57 votes in. We got 60% of the chat is bearish. 40% of the chat is bullish, thinking we are going to 81,000. It's not bad. It's pretty good. Uniswap is going down. It's going down, down, down. Yeah, we've been live for about an hour and 20 minutes now. An hour and 20 minutes. Is there anything else that we can look at? I mean, extreme gear. We're still in extreme fear. We're still in 13. Wow. We've been in extreme fear for 2 weeks now. That's crazy. 2 weeks of extreme fear. I don't even know when the last time that happened was. 11/13 to 12. Oh, I guess it happened here. Yeah, it happened in November 14th to December 2nd. We were in extreme fear. And then we got a nice little breakout. Actually, no, we didn't. We didn't even get a breakout. We got like a 5% pump. And then we came all the way back down. Even Vitalik Buterin sold most of all of his ETH, and yeah, he's jumping off his own ship. Did he say anything when he did that? Did he address why he sold it or no? The only thing Uniswap has going for it, and why I really think it's an interesting play, is because BlackRock is BlackRock is buying it. So Free Lightning says extreme fear is good in my opinion. Yes, yeah. I mean that means that you're catching some sort of bottom. Hopefully, it's not going to stay there forever. Dwayne Kelly is in the chat. Welcome to the live stream, man. Too many meme and other coins don't do crap. So you're right about only buying BTC. Yeah, man, I'm only buying BTC next cycle, and I'm going to show you guys exactly where I'm going to be buying BTC because, like I said before, like say I buy 0.1 BTC at 43,000. That's $4,000. Okay, so like I know at some point that $4,000 is going to be $12,000 with BTC back up to 125,000. So if I know that, why wouldn't I buy it, right? Why wouldn't I just take an easy $10,000? I mean, or $8,000. But even though it's going to take a while, it's going to be a couple years. But what, like, yeah, sign me up. I'll wait. I'll do it. So I'm not touching meme coins anymore. I'm not touching any other coin. No alts. It's just going to be BTC Maxi for me, man. And that's it. No, I'm not done. I'm about to be, though. Wait, hold on. Give me a second. Let me see. Why are you trying to come on and make something? Like cook? That's funny. All right, let's read the chat. I'll take a look at a couple more coins, and then I think I'm going to call it. We've been live for about an hour and a half, so memes are taking over. Dude, so many memes, man. XRP ADA Crow will no longer be in the top 10 soon. Yeah, can we take a look at Shiba Inu? Just curious. Yeah, we could take a look at Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu. Yeah, I made a lot of money on Shiba Inu, man. No. Yeah, so for SHIB, I mean, you actually came down and made a cycle low. So you actually ended up breaking 5, which is insane because I got in back in 2021 when I had it. And if I had held this entire time, I would have been punished because the price went all the way back down. How insane is that? Now, in terms of, I mean, it's just bearish, man. I mean, there's like, it's just bearish. Yeah, bearish under 97 to 5 zeros, 4 zeros 15, and bullish over. But like you just keep making these downtrends. you just keep making these lower highs. So, I mean, you still have resistance over resistance. You have resistance the entire way up. So, on the shorter time frame, let's just look at shorter time frame. You have resistance at 80 to 1, meaning that you could still come back up, get stuck, and then come back down and consolidate. I mean, I'll even take consolidation as long as you invalidate this downtrend that's forming. But you just need to get a break from this area in order to get that reversal. You were extremely oversold, so whoever bought when it was extremely oversold, congratulations. And theoretically, if they were trading it, they had the opportunity to take 41% profits. I really want batches to hit below 50. What's batches? I really want batches to hit below 50K. What's batches? That sounds like one of the reindeers. Like one of Santa's reindeers, batches. Or like one of the dwarves, the 7 dwarves. I don't see a coin called batches. So Dwayne Kelly says I will get some Taldo. Some Bittinzer. Let's check Bittinzer for you. Yeah, I mean, Bittinzer, you did use this area as support at $155. The next area of support for Bittinzer is going to be 105. It doesn't necessarily have to come down that low. On the shorter time frame for Tau, you can see that you already did hit resistance between 194 and 136. So you do need to absolutely break this area in order to invalidate this downtrend and look for a reversal. But you still have resistance at 194, which you did get stuck at, to 236. The next major area of support on a downtrend is going to be the 107 and then the 786. So you have a lot of resistance overhead as of right now too. So if you're dollar cost averaging down, man, I would wait. Like if I had my coins, I would just keep my coins that I have right now, because best case scenario goes to the moon and you're good. Worst case scenario, it comes down and you can actually buy between 60 and 107. So the next time I would buy, just like I kind of show you guys with my with my plan to only buy BTC, it is going to be those giant moves, and it is going to be a mental game where it's like, oh, it's never going to come down this low. Well, good. I hope it doesn't. I hope it reverses and you make money with the current coins that you have right now. The point of dollar cost averaging isn't to get like 5-10%. It's like, oh, it went down 50%. Wow, now this is a great opportunity. It went down 39%. That's great. It went down 66%. That's great. Right? Given that you still like the coin at that point and it doesn't go to zero, you'd be buying a bottom. Oh, sorry, BTC. Yeah. Anyways, I think, yeah, we've been live for about an hour and a half now, so I think we're going to call it here. Do I have anything else to say? No, I don't. I don't think I do. Yeah, we're going down. I mean, it's what a good time to leave the stream before the capitulation, before I lose all my viewers. But we did get a good turnaround. We did get a good turn up. We had 40 people in here, so 40 viewers, 40 concurrent viewers. That's very good for the channel because it's not even it's still relatively small, so that's very good. Just remember, none of this is financial advice. It is just my opinion. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for all the super chats, all the members, all the subscribers. I really do appreciate all of your support. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. We will be live again tomorrow. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So Monday through Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So we will be live again then. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I'll catch everybody